Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, good morning and welcome to the International Conference on Theoretical and Practical Aspects of Constitutional Identity. The conference is co-organized by the University of Miskolc, Central European Academy, Pázmány Péter Catholic University, the Ferenc Mádl Institute of Comparative Law, and the Central European Association for Comparative Law. My name is Katarzyna Zombory, and it is a great honor for me to moderate the first section of today's event. First of all, I would like to ask Professor János Ede Szilágyi, the director of the Ferenc Mádl Institute of Comparative Law and the head of the Department of Labor and Agricultural Law at the University of Miskolc, to hold his opening address. Professor Szilágyi, the floor is yours.
Dear Dr. Zombory, thank you so much for this opportunity. Mr. President, Mr. Justice, dear professors, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Central European Academy and of course the Ferenc Mádl Institute, I would like to express my gratitude to the contributors of the present event. That is, of course, the president of the research group, Professor Varga, for that other professors from distinguished universities from Europe, of course, for other organizing partners, that is the Pázmány Péter Catholic University and the Central European Association for Comparative Law. I would like to express my gratitude to the audience, of course, and to the colleagues of the Central European Academy in order that they organize this event. Dear colleagues, I would like to grab the opportunity to draw your attention to the importance of the present conference and its topic, the borders between the EU law and national laws, and of course the constitutional identity. It is an absolutely essential and topical issue nowadays, and I'm so glad that in the framework of this conference, and I hope in the framework of the outcomes of the research group, that is a book, we can deal with this cardinal issue. This speech is also a nice opportunity for us to present the previous achievement of the Central European Academy, and now I would like to present these achievements for you. Thank you so much. Something about the CEA. This institution is part of a University of Miskolc, and has some main activities connected to the Central European Professors Network. This project is part of this Central European Professors Network. Another essential pillar of the activity of the Central European Academy is the Central European Junior Program, and we also have, I think it's a good idea to maybe I provide this opportunity for other panelists that you can enjoy the presentation from the first row as well. Okay, thank you so much. Therefore, I would like to draw your attention that the main activities of the CEA connected to the Central European Professors Network, Central European Junior Program, and the CEA Publishing, in addition to other separated activities. As to the Central European Professors Network, as you can see, this is a kind of framework to a deeper cooperation among the nations, especially in Central Europe. However, it's first emphasizing that as to the CEA does not want to separate these scientific communities from other part of the European Union. Therefore, the network is open for other partners. The network started its activity in last year, in 2021. At that time, the coordinator of this network was the Ferenc Mádl Institute. Now, the Ferenc Mádl Institute is also a kind of partner, but the main organizer of the network is the Central European Academy. At this moment, in 2022, we have 5 research groups. Most of the members of the research groups, they are connected to 7 countries from Central Europe. They are Czech Republic, Croatia, Hungary, Poland, Serbia, Slovakia, and Slovenia. This is the typical future. However, it's worth noticing that the present panel is not a typical panel, and I will detail it later. The outcomes of these panels and the research groups, to publish books, of course, scientific articles, deliver lectures, conferences, and other dissemination events. As to the present groups, there are 5 groups. The first one is the constitutional protection of national symbols. I would like to refer that in the previous year, we have another research group in connection with religious symbols. You can enjoy the outcome, the book of the research group in the front of this auditorium. Another research group is for the right to privacy, especially in the digital era. As you could see, the first panel was led by Zoltán Tóth, a professor from the Károly Gáspár University. This is a university of the Calvinist Church. The right to privacy is led by a Polish professor, the dean of the University of Opole, and deputy director of the Institute of Justice in Warsaw. The third panel is I changed the Marcin Wielec is the leader of the right to privacy panel. He's the director of the IVS, and the leader, Pavel Sobczyk, is the dean of the Faculty of Opole, is the head of the content of the right to parental responsibility. In previous year, we dealt with the so-called definition of family and marriage and other issues, especially at constitutional level and also in family law and civil law. The fourth research group led by me, and it is about the constitutional framework for the protection of future generation and the environment. And the present research group is about, the topic is the constitutional identity and relations between the EU law and the domestic law of member states. The head of this research group is Professor András Varga, who is the professor of the Pázmány Péter Catholic University, the present, the university which provided this illustrious venue for the conference. And as you can see, this research group is quite specific because we could also involve professors from other countries, not merely from the typical target countries of the Central European Professors Network. I'm so glad that they were open and they accepted the invitation of the Central European Professors Network. Here you can see a kind of achievements. These achievements connected to the so-called dissemination events. The fifth panel was something different, but as to the other panels, you can see that there were numerous lectures, conferences, roundtable discussions, interviews, and so on and so on. Because we try to build a kind of relationship between science and other part of the society, and we hope that we could somehow fill the gap between these two structures. As to the Central European Junior Program, it also provides a strong cooperation opportunity among the Central European countries. It was launched also in 2021. The Central European Junior Program has two main pillars. One of them is a so-called internship program. The manager of the internship program is the Central European Academy. And there is also a PhD program in a doctoral school at the University of Miskolc. This is a 4-year-long PhD program. They are parallel programs. Therefore, the typical issue is that the juniors, they are 2 in 1. Therefore, they are interns and doctoral students as well. At this moment, there are 19 juniors from the countries, the previously mentioned countries, and from Romania as well. Therefore, this program concentrates on 8 countries. As to the Central European Junior Program, it provides 4 potential links among the given countries. The first links, they are the juniors, of course. They typically graduated in these countries. Here you can see the situation as to the 19 juniors. They are from Hungary. However, we also have a student from Pázmány Péter Catholic University. Slovakia, Czech Republic, Poland, Romania, Serbia, Croatia. I think this table represents a real cooperation among these universities. Another potential link among these universities connected to the supervisors of this program, because the supervisors of this program they are not from the University of Miskolc. Sorry, we have 2 supervisors from University of Miskolc, but the other supervisors, they are also from this region. I think it's a quite essential part of this project. Another third potential cooperation form among these universities connected to the course materials of the program. In this year, I hope that the Central European Academy, in a partnership with the Ferenc Mádl Institute, can publish the 10th book of these course materials. Now you can enjoy in the lobby of this building 6 course materials, but I hope in the not so far future, to the end of this year, we can present other books. European Union, EU law, international law, they are from a Central European perspective. What does it mean? It's a good question. And a contract law book, and also a criminal law book as well. It's worth emphasizing that the authors of these books, they are also professors from this region. Therefore, only a minority of the authors, they are Hungarians. The majority of the authors, they are from the previously mentioned countries. Therefore, we consider these course materials as an authentic books for the young researchers. And the fourth potential link among these universities, it can be the institutional level cooperation, because the first 2 years of the junior program is quite strict. It means that the young researchers, they are here typically in Budapest, but in the 3rd and 4th year there is a opportunity for these students to visit other universities in Central Europe if the other potential partners are open to receive these young researchers. I hope the best. This is the future. And I hope that next year I can present nice achievements in connection this 4th level as well. As to the CEA publishing, it's a quite ambitious project of the Central European Academy. We would like to establish a regional publishing house which can provide authentic books about the research outcomes of the professor of this region, and also course materials and so on and so on. Here you can see the already existed book series of the CEA publishing. The cardinal or the flagship book series connected to the present project, the Central European Professors Network, that is the studies of the Central European Professors Network. You can enjoy its outcomes in the lobby. The legal studies on Central Europe, it is the course book series of the junior program. The Ferenc Mádl Institute also established a specific study, specific series in this frame, and the first issue it was the emergency powers. Some weeks ago, we presented this book in cooperation with the European Public Law Organization. And last but not least, we have also a book series, The Legal Heritage of this region, the first issue connected to the Golden Ball, because in this year we celebrated the 800th anniversary of the Golden Ball. And we also invited professors, not merely from this region, but also from Germany, from United Kingdom, Magna Carta, of course. And I hope that in some weeks we can also present this book for you. The CEA Publishing also have its journals, the Central European Journal of Comparative Law, the Law Identity and Values, and we have a new project involving our young researchers. This is the CEA Law Review. This is a student-run journal. The example, the role model, it is from United States. In United States, it's a typical form, and I think it's also a good framework for the young researchers, to cooperate and to be involved in the scientific activity at a very early period of their career. Therefore, I hope that this CEA Law Review can be popular among them and among us, senior researchers. Here you can see the book series of the Professors Network. This is the Junior Books series, the previously mentioned Emergency Powers book of the Ferenc Mádl Institute. This is the journal, Central European Journal of Comparative Law. This journal is open for almost all potential topic of the Central European professors, researchers. The law identity and values is something specific. I think you can feel the difference. This is a journal for the hot topic, the identity issues, and so on and so on. Other professors network group, they also published and are publishing some of their articles into the law identity and values, especially about the topics of connected to the family issues, religious issues, other identity issues, and so on and so on. Of course, these journals, they are open for you as well. Therefore, they are not only journals for a limited number of professors. However, as I mentioned, the beginning, they are connected to the previously mentioned projects. I would like also draw your attention to a potential form of the cooperation. This is an association. We can call it as an international association. However, in reality, it was registered in Hungary to provide given platform for professors of this region. I would like to concentrate. One of the flagship project of the present association is connected to the journal rankings, which in my opinion quite essential issue in this region. It's connected what science means as to law. And there are great and challenging issues in connection with this. This platform is also open for professors, younger and elder ones as well, who are devoted to a potential cooperation in Central Europe. Dear colleagues, thank you so much for this opportunity to present you the CEA Ferenc Mádl Institute and Central European Association activity. And now I wish a fruitful and useful conference for you. Thank you so much.